Sunday morning on the Potomac. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright y'all, real quick. I'm packing up at 6:30, plan on hiking about 7. Probably a couple of minutes late, not a big deal. Nalgene, wrap just basic duct tape around it. My warm-up exercises before I go out. Especially people starting in Georgia and North Carolina. When you're going early on in the stage of the trail, I'm saying when you're going no-bow. Hitting your glutes every day, key, because you're going to be using them as those climbing muscles up and down those freaking extreme climbs, and you need to keep loose. You need to keep those knots from forming. So here's what I do just for a warm-up. Just gonna lay it down. By the way, I'm in my tent, obviously. You're gonna sit on it. So basically, I'm just sitting on it, as you can see. I'm gonna roll it back and forth, and you can feel that muscle. Like I've got it right there. Oh, you'll feel a knot. And here's what you do with to make this even better. You're gonna cross over the leg, same side that you're rolling. You're gonna cross that leg over the other to help. Yeah, it feels good. You're gonna feel knots. If you're warming up, you're not really trying to do a lot of trigger point therapy. You're just trying to get blood flow moving through there. Prep it for the day. If holding that leg over, if your other leg hurts too much, you don't have to do it. It just helps expose that muscle to the roller. Alright, so do both sides like that. You can use this Nalgene bottle up and down your legs. I use the rolling stick for other parts, so just an example. Beautiful morning. It's chilly though. Whew. Chilly. Alright, today's gonna be I'm gonna try to make myself do a shorter day than normal. Get somewhere good to camp and try to get some sleep. I didn't sleep hardly at all last night. So I camped out, and you're not supposed to, by the way, but I camped out by the river. And trains come through here. There was at least 6 or 7 trains that came through last night. Loud, holy cow. So needless to say, didn't sleep much. All's good though, don't need a lot of sleep, but you gotta catch up eventually. So I'm gonna try to make today that day while the weather's good. So we'll see how it goes, we'll see how far we go. Like I say, I'm counting the 3 or 4 miles I did last night as today's miles, so let's see what the day holds. Bought me one at the 7-Eleven last night. Kept outside, got it ice cold. So reminded me of you yesterday, Flash. Appreciate it again, buddy. Before I forget this, because I just got done with that cherry Coke. Spielberg, it is official. I have a problem. That's gonna be a hard habit to kick. I used to drink Diet Coke and everything all the time to avoid the calories, but with my ulcerative colitis back home and with the stress from work and other things, soda would send it into an uproar. Carbonation in general, so beer's out, soda's out. But out here, away from the world of matrix and stress, I can pretty much eat anything that I want, drink anything that I want. Still not going back to beer. I don't know what it is about it, but it just, it was always a trigger. But yeah, Spielberg. If you got any good leads on some soda addiction specialists, let me know. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of time here to answer some questions. I was just reading comments on my soda addiction break. And so I was reading comments from yesterday because I just posted another video and you guys haven't had a lot of time to respond. But and I'm going to answer a question that was asked yesterday, 2 days ago, or it was a comment. I can't remember who said it, but somebody's like, man, I wish you'd have stuck with your AG65 Osprey just to prove that you don't have to be ultra light to do this. And A, I respect the comment. Excuse me, that was gross. But here's my thought on it. And don't take this offense to this. This is my personal thoughts on it, because I kind of live the same way, and I find that that's my ego that makes me want to do something just to prove that I can do it. I will admit that I think there was some of that in the beginning. I was going to be heavy, I knew it no matter what, and then after a while I just wanted to be heavy just to prove that it could be done. So two thoughts on that. A, I made it just short of the halfway point before I switched rucks. So I don't know how much, I mean, that's almost 1,000 miles, so I don't know how much more proof that you need that it can be done. But B, what kind of example do I set if I'm not willing to, how you doing? You're on camera, hope you don't care. Good.
Have a good one, man.
See you, buddy. What kind of example would I set if, man, I wasn't opening my aperture and willing to change and take on new or lessons learned and fix things. So this is my way of fixing things, but I'll tell you, I'm still not ultralight by no means. Anybody that sees me will tell you that. I've still got this thing probably close to maxed out. I'm still 30 pounds plus. So anyway, that was the first one. I understand where you're coming from totally. But what I would just say is be careful to take stances just to do something to prove it, because man, that's our ego trying to keep us in the matrix. And that's hard to see sometimes. And I get caught up in it too. Alright, from yesterday's questions, it's a great question. Is the trail overcrowded? That one's got me stumped a little bit, because I have to take into account my high introvert. I would like to be alone on most days. There are great times, and my wife kind of said it yesterday, that there are times where you're just having one of those days, man, and you need to see somebody. When Dave Smith walked up to me the other day, that was a key time that I didn't even know it, but I needed somebody. So there's plenty of opportunities for both. What I have found, and it goes back to me saying the trail is going to provide you growth opportunities. So I was just talking to Silver Girl yesterday. We made it to the ATC center. She got there just a little before I did, and she was walking with her ex-boyfriend, and he left at 700 miles just up and left, I guess, and she's been alone since then. And she hasn't hardly seen anybody, you know, northbounders. She's been staying at shelters by herself, and I can tell that that probably isn't what she prefers, but that's what the trail's making her do. And she's about to turn 23, so just imagine the growth that's happening with her, and she doesn't probably even realize it. For me, like I've said before, it's the opposite. I can't find a shelter without people. I've had two, I think, 2 or 3 since we started the trail. You ask anybody else that started around the same time I did, and a lot of them will tell you that they've had 5 or 6 shelters where they had people, and the rest of them they were alone. So trail's just forcing me to do what it needs me to do to grow. So that was a great question. And what can section and day hikers, how can they add to the experience of the through hikers and not detract from it? That wasn't his words, those are kind of my words, paraphrasing, but it's another great question. And I'm learning as I go, man. I didn't really understand the section and day hiking thing too much, because I don't do it a lot. I tell you, man, I'm just verbalizing things here, so I may have to go back and retract some of these statements, but it seems like everybody comes out and everybody's laser focused on the shelters, which is weird to me. Like, maybe that's just a part of the aura of the AT. Everybody wants to go stay at the shelter, like sleep inside the shelter. But I would just say, as a section or a day hiker, section hiker, man, if you're doing a long session, yeah, those shelters are probably going to be key to your strategy. If you're a day hiker or a weekend hiker, man, don't plan on staying in the shelters. And this is just early riser saying it. I can get some blowback. But what I would offer is save the shelter for those who possibly really need it. And pack in a tent or something and just plan on sleeping in a tent. Stay by the shelter. Use the bear poles or bear cables or whatever. Use the privy. Like, have fun and, you know, have some camaraderie, meet some people. But save that shelter for people like Silver Girl or somebody else who just put in 25 miles. Don't make them set their tent up just to have to get up and tear it down and walk 25 more miles the next day. So that's early riser's take. That may keep evolving because it has evolved since I started. All right, last question. And one I was just thinking about before I read it. I said I was going to go stoveless. What am I planning on eating? Yeah, well, we'll see if I can get some gas in the next 3 days, or I'm going to be stoveless regardless. So I hate using the little canisters. They last forever. But man, when they go out and you're sitting there with some ramen, you got ramen chips at this point in time because you ain't got no way to, you can soak them. I'm going off on a bunny trail. Here's what I'm going to eat. Me and my wife, we're going around the store just debating. It'll be bagels for dinner with some kind of peanut butter honey or peanut butter and jelly like I've done in the past. Something like Fritos. Fritos are full of good oils, believe it or not. And then I got to get a little bit more protein. So it'll either be another protein bar or I'll eat a pack of tuna and crackers or something. But that's it, man. Everything else stays the same. For the coffee in the morning, I think MC said it. I think she gave a good recipe, and there's many out there. It's going to be cold. But man, when it's 70 degrees when you wake up, man, that's okay. But Starbucks makes the Via packets that already have the sugar and cream in it. So honestly, I'll probably just buy those, put them in a Gatorade bottle, shake it up, chug it, get on the trail. Alright, so this has been a long ass segment. Whoops. Sorry, Noah. Earmuffs, Noah. This has been a long ass segment. Alright, I'm going to try to do this once a day. So if you have questions, ask the question up front in your comment. And I'll pick 2 or 3 to answer. Because I'm not going to be able to respond and comment a lot, I think, going farther north. But we'll see. Appreciate all of you, seriously. Oh yeah, so in that context, it's Sunday, 09/12, day 53, April the 9th. Happy anniversary, my love. I hope all my northeastern tiered subs don't take offense to this. But I gotta call it like I see it. For the past couple of days, the farther north I get, the less friendly people are. Even out on the trail, it's weird. Down in Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina, southern part of Virginia, even the day hikers, weekenders, just extremely nice, outgoing. Here, I guess you'd think I'd be more comfortable with this because I'm an introvert, but they don't even, if you didn't say something to them first, they ain't saying nothing. Odd, we'll see how that progresses as we get farther north. Chatty Cathy asks, now seriously, here's the question of the day from me. Like, I am 98% using Aquamira all the time now. Yet I still have my entire Sawyer Squeeze filtering kit with me, to include the filter, the scoop cup, which I'll keep no matter what, the hoses for my gravity system, the 2-liter bag, dirty water bag that I'll probably keep no matter what. Regardless, the filter and the hoses, all just extra weight if I'm not going to use it. So if I need to clean the water, filter out the sediment, clearly could use the bandana test, or I mean the bandana trick. So somebody convinced me that I should keep the Sawyer. Because really, I'm going to dump it here soon. But I'm open to arguments. Something I may not be thinking about that makes sense to reason why to keep it. Thank you. I just noticed something about myself that just made me laugh. laugh out loud. So when I pass your normal Virginia, Maryland, North Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee people, it's usually the old early riser, how y'all doing today? But I've passed many Japanese people over the past couple of days, and I totally changed. like right then, I just passed about 5 who spoke pretty good English. You could tell I could hear him talking on the way up. And I'm like, hello, hello. Like, is that my Japanese hello voice? Like, what the hell is that? Anyway, I was laughing. I don't know why I do that. It's hilarious. Trail takes you through Gatlin State Park. Never heard of this in my life, but it is pretty cool. Got all these old ruins here. Very cool. It also has a water spigot, by the way. So, man, fill up. It's got nice little picnic areas if it's lunchtime for you. It's still a little early for me. Beautiful little park. Trail runs right through the middle of it. Maryland is my new favorite state. Like walking on clouds. Earmuffs, Noah Copeland. Suck it, Virginia. You're out of here. Maryland rules. Though Maryland's track is nice. The people, So like I said earlier, a noticeable change in attitudes or personalities or whatever. So I passed probably 30 people so far this morning. This place is busy. And not one of them, like each one of them, I've asked the same question. How y'all doing today? Each one of them all came back with a one-word answer and didn't reciprocate, which is just a ritual down south. How are y'all doing today? I'm fine. How are you doing? That's what you get all the way up to Maryland. Now it's, hey, how are y'all doing? Fine. That's all I get. Interesting. All right, just met these 2 young, lovely ladies on the trail, and they gave me trail magic with an apple and a little sandwich made on an English muffin, which is exciting me very much. So what's your name?
I'm Nature Girl.
Nature Girl, nice.
King Tut.
Why King Tut?
My last name's King.
Nice.
Once a king, always a king.
So it is very busy out here today, but these are the nicest 2 people I've met so far.
Oh.
I was just telling everybody how it's weird. You come through Georgia and everybody's Southern. So you got the ritual of, hey, how you doing today? Hey, I'm good. How are you today? Today I've asked 20 people or 21 people, and it's been fine. And they just keep walking. So y'all are the 2 nicest people I've met today.
Oh, gratitude.
All right. Yeah, gratitude. That's what I talk every day.
Namaste and perception.
Awesome. A magical place, y'all. That apple was delicious. And the sandwich, it was a toasted English muffin with peanut butter, maybe crunchy, couldn't tell, and something like blackberry jam or jelly. Oh my God. Y'all know I got a thing for peanut butter and jelly anyway. So Nature Girl, if you see this, and King Tut, thank you from the bottom of my heart. That was awesome. Made my morning. Now I got some energy, some good healthy energy in me. We're going to shove it full of honey buns later though, but I'll ride this high for now. Gorgeous day down there and up here. And all I can think about those houses down there, I bet in one of them they got an ice cold can or bottle of cherry or vanilla Coke. I bet that joker's just calling my name. Oh, it's a gorgeous day, all kidding aside. Beautiful. This is Dahlgren's campground. It's backpacking camping only. This will be a great respite. If your mileage puts you anywhere near here, this will be a good stopping point. Real flat. Get your own picnic table. Bathroom with some water outside. I'm gonna stop and eat lunch here. Good to go. Alright y'all, it's 2:52 in the afternoon on 9 April. I'm probably about mile 18 going to 25. Actually I'm about mile 20 going to 25 actually. I've only got about 5 miles to the campsite and I think it was 25 miles today. So here's my challenge for all of you. as Matrix Monday approaches fast. And I will try to get this video posted early enough so some of y'all can watch it before work. So at some point during this week, what we all need to do, and I'll even do it out here on the trail, I could have done it today because I've seen a million people, is when something's going on, just take a moment, take 5 minutes. Focus, detach yourself from what's going on. Y'all know what I like to say, climb up in the balcony, and then just watch everybody around you. Watch what they do, watch what they say, watch the emotions, watch their body language, and then decipher it. Because I guarantee it's going to look like insanity if you can separate yourself and detach. So anyway, try that some point during the week. Also, when you're driving to and from somewhere, especially like to work or whatnot, sitting at a red light or driving down the highway and you pull up beside a car to pass or they're passing you, detach and look over at them and assess where they are in the matrix at that point in time. You'll see that I've said it before, but I love pulling up the red lights because you can see the matrix at work. Because everybody's face, nobody's focused on right now. Everybody's focused on something that's happened or something that's going to happen. All right. Crossing over Highway 70. Cool. Pressing on. I just got mesmerized by this. I had to stop. It's like a NASCAR race. Freaking Matrix, man. It's crazy when you walk out of the woods and then you get thrown right into this. Wow. Alright everybody, let's close out day 53. April the 9th. Right now it's 7:16 in the evening. That's 19:16 for all you military-minded folks. And let me say one more time today that I want to wish my wife a happy anniversary, 16 years today. I love you, baby. Alright, so we got to turn a page today. Yeah. We started out at Harper's Ferry, really about mile marker 1024. And I am currently camped out at Annapolis Rocks campsite, and that's at mile marker 1048. So roughly 24-ish today. Counting miles last night and today, it's right at 25. Had another option to go at the Pogo Memorial campsite. I came down here to check this place out first, and if I didn't like it, I'd go up there. This place is awesome. So if Annapolis Rocks, if you have a chance, for those coming up behind me, and that's right in your mileage wheelhouse for the day, don't hesitate. Come down the stream. The spring that they have here is flowing hard, so it's good to go. And some incredible views down there at the rocks. Yeah, so today was a warm one. Started out this morning nice and cool, and then it got hot really fast. Had to rinse out my shirt and my underwear and all that, just starting to smell. Salt stains all over my shirt, but it's all good. It was a good day of hiking. The track was, for the most part, about 65-70% really good, and then the other 35% just rocky as hell. So I'll take those odds any day. I know they're about to fall less to my favor here, as I still trying to decipher, still trying to strategize what to do. Regardless, I should be in Pennsylvania tomorrow, trying to decide whether to go to Waynesboro or make it to Fayetteville. I've got enough chow for one more day easily, so that means I can make it up to Fayetteville. However, the options in Waynesboro looks a lot better, so I'm struggling with that. I'll decide tonight and make a decision. If I do go to Waynesboro, that means tomorrow's only going to be a 14. 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other, because if I do 25 tomorrow, that means I'm only going to have 8 into Fayetteville. So either way, gonna have to take a short day to resupply. I guess eventually I'm gonna have to learn to just go in, resupply, and get back on the trail. But tomorrow's gonna be the 4th day. Gonna have to charge some electronics and wash some clothes here soon. Smelly, and tomorrow's gonna be a warm 80 degrees, so get even more smellier. Man, that's about it. I talked a lot today. I'm gonna get off of here. I've got the tent laid out. I've got the sun setting in the background. You can see it. I got some clothes drying up there on the trees. I'm gonna get in there and try to get some good sleep tonight. At least I'm not 300 yards from a train track. I've never in my life heard a train track that busy before, with separate trains coming by. My God. And loud, just blowing their horns all the way through, just making sure early riser knew they were up and driving the train. Early riser knows, train conductors. Early riser knows. So, very little sleep last night. Gonna try to make it up tonight. Still feel good. Oh, there was more people out today. You're not gonna get much solitude when you come through Virginia, if that's what you're on the trail for. Maybe if you start really early and you get through here before spring. But there were more people out today than I saw at McAfee Knob. Everywhere. And then I know you've already seen the clips about how I don't think they're too friendly up here. Maybe that's just Southern boys' take. But I would say it held true about 90% of the time. There were a few exceptions, and I think those people were from Georgia or Tennessee or North Carolina somewhere, maybe even South Carolina. Alright, y'all, kudos to Nature Girl and King Tut. Nature Girl, thanks for the apple and the sandwich. That sandwich was incredible. It's the little things that just make the world of difference. Alright, y'all, good night, TCCB. I love y'all. Baby, again, happy anniversary. Wish I was home with you. And for everybody else, day 54 is coming. Got to make a decision on going to Waynesboro or do another 25. Regardless, we're going to be coming at you almost live, hopefully. Alright, I'm going to make this video and try to post it tonight. It's a view from Annapolis Rock. Incredible sunset. Get a sunrise over the Potomac and a sunset at Annapolis Rocks. Amazing day.